clock starts the very second that water hits the powder, and suddenly you are in a high-stakes race against physics. Most people think self-leveling cement is a set-it-and-forget-it kind of project. They see the viral videos where a smooth gray liquid just glides across a garage floor like a dream. The reality is much more frantic and physically demanding. You have maybe 15 minutes before that mixture starts to thicken and set. If you are not completely ready, you are looking at a permanent and expensive mess. This is exactly why those all-in-one toolkits have been blowing up in the home renovation world lately. They promise a professional finish for anyone willing to do the work. The kit usually includes a gauge rake, which is vital for setting the exact thickness of your new floor. Without it, you are just guessing, and that leads to high spots. Then you have the spike roller. This tool is designed to pop the millions of tiny air bubbles that get trapped in the mix. If you leave those bubbles alone, your floor will look like the surface of the moon once it dries. You also get those strange-looking spiked shoes. They look like something out of a horror movie, but they are actually brilliant. They allow you to walk right through the wet pour to reach the far corners without leaving giant craters. Most of these kits use solid materials like stainless steel and heavy-duty plastic. The dual roller setup is a particularly smart feature. You use the massive 20-inch roller for the big open spaces to save time. Then you switch to the smaller 9-inch version for the tight corners and doorways. It sounds like a perfect solution. However, there is a massive catch that almost everyone misses until it is too late. You open the box and find all these shiny, specialized tools. Then you realize there is no extension handle included. Many of the most popular kits on the market hide this detail in the fine print. You end up standing there with a bucket of wet cement and no way to reach the middle of the room without bending over until your back snaps. You have to source your own threaded poles separately. If you do not catch that before the pour begins, you are in a world of hurt. Then you have to consider the cleaning process. You cannot finish the job and then go sit down for a break. If that compound hardens on your spike rollers or your rake, those tools are basically trash. You have to scrub them with water immediately while the cement is still wet. But even with the most expensive tools, there is a secret killer for these projects. It is the preparation. Most people want to rush into the pouring phase because it is the most satisfying part. They skip the moisture check on the old slab. They ignore the specialized primer that helps the new layer stick. They do not scrub the subfloor until it is spotless. If the slab is dusty or has hidden dampness, the best self-leveling kit in the world will not save you. The new floor will eventually peel or crack. It will not bond to the old surface. The tools are only half of the success equation. You have to be a total stickler for the boring details before you ever open a single bag of cement. It is about the chemistry of the bond as much as the smoothness of the surface. You need to verify every single piece of equipment is fully assembled and tested before the first drop hits the floor. Do not wait until you are mid-pour to realize your spiked shoes are not strapped on tight enough. This job moves far too fast for mid-process adjustments. If you do the boring legwork and double-check for that missing handle, these kits are a massive lifesaver. They turn what could be a chaotic disaster into a smooth and manageable process. Just remember that the true quality of a new floor is always hidden in the prep work you do before the tools even come out of the box. It is the hidden effort that makes the result look effortless,